When working with a new dataset, whether it contains manually entered survey results or data from other sources such as databases or flat files, the first task is to describe the variables. This presentation will demonstrate how to define variable properties using the Variable View tab in the Data Editor window. In the Variables dataset, there are 4 variables: ID, V1, V2, and V3, which pertain to a section of a survey. In this example, we will focus on preparing the description for variable V1. Begin by verifying its type. Since the variable contains integer values ranging from 1 to 5, we keep the default numeric type with a width of 1 digit and 0 decimal places. The variable name, in this case V1, is often a short symbol, so we need to provide a more understandable label for both the audience and ourselves about what information the variable stores. This is done using the label. For our case, we enter the survey question. Do you record household income? Into this field. Knowing the question asked, we also need to enter value labels for the variable to facilitate interpretation of the numbers stored in the dataset. For each value of the variable, enter the corresponding labels as follows. 1 yes, daily. 2 once a week. 3 less than once a week. 4 no, never. And 5, no response. Since the value 5, representing no response, may be less relevant for us, and we might not want to include it in further analyses, we can classify it as user missing data. Click the 3 dots in the missing column and enter the appropriate value. Notice that the number of defined missing values can be more than 1 and can include a range of values or a combination of both. The next 2 options for the variable are columns and align, which help better align the data presentation in the dataset. For example, text variables are usually left aligned, while numeric values are right aligned. The measure column allows you to define the measurement level of the variable. This feature is crucial for subsequent transformations, mathematical operations, or analyses. IBM SPSS Statistics allows assigning one of 3 measurement levels to each variable. These are nominal level, suitable for variables whose values are mutually exclusive. For example, one cannot be both a woman and a man at the same time. Additionally, we cannot rank or compare these values with each other, only report their frequencies. Ordinal level, suitable for variables where we can rank the values, for example, determine which is greater or lesser, but without specifying by how much. For instance, we know that yes daily is greater than less than once a week, but we cannot quantify the difference. And scale level, suitable for variables that store strictly numerical values, such as income, financial turnover, height, temperature, etc. For these variables, it is valid to calculate, among other things, the mean and standard deviation. The final column is role. Some dialog boxes support defined roles that can be used for pre-selecting data for analysis. When opening such a dialog box, variables that meet the role requirements will be automatically displayed in the target lists. To illustrate the importance of preparing a detailed data description, let's perform a simple frequency analysis for 2 variables, V1 and V2, where V2 is a similar survey question about tracking income instead of expenses. Select from the menu Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, frequencies for both variables V1 and V2, and include a bar chart. This comparison clearly demonstrates the benefits of our actions to provide the report's recipients with clear and concise feedback.